Welcome in. Yo, what's up? Nice, thank you, Muhammad. What's up? Which GPU? These both have a Yeston Sakura GPU in them. Both of these PCs have a Yeston Sakura. You guys, I'm changing the wall panels I got here in my office, or the little backdrop for where I'm gonna take most of my shots for my PCs. We're switching it up. So hopefully it's gonna have a cool backdrop. How much did it cost? I think this build right here has a Ryzen 9 5900X and a 4070. Cost me like $1,300, I think, grand total. Haven't spec'd out this one. Definitely overpaid for the 7800 XT in this PC, but I think it floats right around 1,500 for a 7800 XT and a 9600X. Do you like own a PC shop or something? I'm trying to get there. Yeah, I'm starting my own PC, like custom PC building inquiry on my website. My own custom PC inquiry page. So you guys can head to my website and fill it out for any custom build you want me to do, or any advice you want me to give on a custom build, or anything like that. I am setting that up, but I've had my LLC for building PCs for about 2 years. Do you prefer NZXT, H6 Flow, H5 Flow, RGB, or any other suggestions? I think around, or a better price point you could get a better case for with ARGB and pre-included fans and nice airflow would be the Montech King 65 Pro. That would probably be my #1 recommendation. I absolutely love the King 65 Pro. King 95 Pro is good too, but King 65 Pro, I believe I've seen a listing at $70, which is great. $70 case, high quality company, pre-included fans. You can only usually find PC cases like that, pre-included fans for a low price. What are the specs? This is the Fantex Evolve X2. We got a DIY fab vertical GPU mount, these little Corsair LC100 IQ lights. I got an MSI X670E. We got a Thermalright Infinity AIO. That's pretty much the breakdown. Pretty much the breakdown. So yeah, guys, we're setting up these panels too. So I can, I took these down. I had these up at my personal desk and I absolutely hated them, but I think they could make for a good backdrop. CPU and GPU, it's a Yeston Sakura 7800 XT, and then the CPU, a 9600X that I got for $185. I got the motherboard, the X670E for $219 too. Yeah. Welcome in. Should I get 5060 or something else? I actually just bought, I need to make a video on it probably like right after I end this live. I just got a 9060 XT. I could do the new video with this backdrop and these PCs right here, that'd be cool. But I just got a 9060 XT. I would do that over the 5060. You can get it for $349. Outperforms the 5060 quite a bit. It isn't as powerful as the 5060 Ti, but it is about like $80 less than the 5060 Ti. So if you could bump up your cash a little bit more, you would be, I think, super happy with the 9060 XT. I actually got a 16 gigabyte card. Depends on your budget, yeah. 5070 or 9070? I would go 5070 Ti. I'm not the biggest fan of the 5070 or the 9070. I think previous generation cards are better price to performance. But when you bump it up to the XT or the Ti, I think they're super worth it, especially the 5070 Ti is a super good price point. And then the same thing kind of falls with that 5060 Ti. Not the biggest fan of the 5060 or the 9060, but I think the price point on the 9060 XT is pretty good compared to the 5060 Ti price point. So, I mean, there's good options with AMD and NVIDIA right now. It's just jumbled for each generation, I think. Got a 5800X 3D, 7900X TX. Nice, that's awesome. That's a super dialed setup, I think. Nice PC, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this build turned out really cool. I was happy with this build. I am gonna be posting a long form video on it soon, and I actually recorded it with a POV like mount for you guys. So you guys get to watch me build this PC in a POV mount, which I think would be really cool too. So I'm excited to post that. I just subscribed to the channel. Let's go, developer. I appreciate you having motherboard and SSD already, but I still need to get the rest. I'm in the UK and have $700. Don't know when to be the best in USD. Sorry. You have 700 left for the rest of the build. Kind of sounds like you might just go with like, you know, 50, 60. The 9060s are not a good price. They're marked up. So I think 5060, $299, you'd be happy with that. Why are those cases inverted? I know, right? I usually always I'm the horizontal PC guy, right? I have a 5090 that I bought. There you go. Yo, TK, thanks for the subscription too. You guys, I'm trying to grow my channel here on YouTube. I'm doing pretty decent on some other socials, but my YouTube, we gotta get it popping, y'all. Awesome cable management too. Thank you. The back of the PC is actually glass in this Fantex build, which I could flip it around and show you guys. And then if I run it without the back panel, it's cool because it's like glass exposed. And then you could see like my cable management with the back of the PC glass put on. But it's really cool because yeah, the back of this PC is glass. I have a 1000 watt Corsair. Do you guys think I can sell my 5080 and replace with a 5090? I'm not sure, but I feel like your 5080 is already overkill, so I don't know why you'd need a 5090. Any thoughts on the Aorus Elite 5060? It's a pretty good looking card. I think it does fine. A lot of those, if you can find it for $299, I think it'd be a good deal. I can't afford a 4090, 5090. I'm in Canada, 4090 is like 5 to 7K. I mean, 90% of the people who have a 4090, 5090, 5080 don't really use them to their full extent. Like, I think for gaming, like a 4080 would be where I cap out at. Like, you don't need any more FPS at 4K for any game. Same thing with like, I don't know, 7900 XTX is overkill for me. Like, a lot of the people who have those GPUs, they use like 10% of their power and capabilities. So it's not the best investment. I think 5080 was enough, but I need that 32 gigs of VRAM. I mean, if you feel like you need it, then go for it. But I think for general use, unless you're like working off your computer, doing crazy stuff, or you make a living off, you know, gaming or lots of different stuff off your computer, I don't think most people need like a 5080 or better. Bro, a day will come when we email computers to a 3D printer. That'd be crazy, right? Yeah, that'd be wild. Yeah, have like a 3D printer that's like a robot also that just builds out the PC. What do you think about this build? A750, 32 grams, 750 watt, 5600. I love it. M4 is a great platform to be on. A lot of people think it's old, outdated. Not even close. M4 is not even close to being outdated. Going towards a 4070, 900 XTX, both in the same ballpark, depending on the game, but I love AMD. I'd get a 4080 if you could find it at a good price. Maybe even a Super. I love the 4080 Super. I don't get a lot of Aorus motherboards. I really like to stick to MSI for all my mobos. I think so too. 5080 is too good for 4K gaming, but 5090 for machine learning. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, if you're doing any of that jazz, and using it for your advantage or using it to make money, it's probably worth it because, you know, your ROI, right? Return on investment with your GPU, you know, whether your ROI is determined from how much fun you have or whether you actually make money back. I think that's an important factor you got to think about. Yeah, return on investment on your GPU. Is it overkill for you, or are you gonna be able to use it to its full potential and have fun with it and have like a balanced, you know, experience? Or did you overspend? Did you underspend? Rocking 3060 12 gigabyte for a while. That's a great card. I love that card. What are we doing in the stream today? And hello from South Africa. What's up? What's up? We're just hanging out, talking about PC cases. As you can see, this case is really cool with the glass back panel. This guy's a legend. TK, I appreciate you. Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys, we can check out the Sideways PC. I feel like a lot of people know me for that from my channel. And my PC is not currently on, but we could go boot it up. We could get a fresh boot on that PC for you guys. Welcome in, everyone. It's just flipped around. Here's my desk, y'all. I got the new the fine Stream Deck. I love it. Yep, Intel Ultra 9 Vera Boy. How is that? I think I caught up with everybody's comments. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Should buy an old Mac Air or build a PC because I want to travel a lot? Build a PC, 1,000,000%. This is my main PC, yes. This build right over here. It's a little cramped here in my office. I've got a Ryzen 9 9550 X3D 5080, but I can't play games because of the machine learning algorithms. It's killing me. Yeah, that's wild. Great setup. Thank you. That's sick. Appreciate you. The keyboard's pretty cool too. I did build this keyboard off an Ajaz 8K820, and it also sounds quite wonderful also. But yeah, I was pretty stoked on how this turned out. Click the keys, let's hear. Wow, that looks pretty, thank you. Sounds pretty good. I have some pretty bad sounding keyboards, and I really like this one. Love that thing. What's the specs on the PC? I posted them. Love how that enter button looks. Yeah, it looks pretty swag. But yeah, you can find my long form video right on my channel for this build. TK, yeah, specs are right on my channel, long form video. Let's boot it up. That's the LED boot up sequence too, which is pretty cool. And then it's nice that I'm using MSI Mystic Light, so it'll boot straight into the keyboard's the AJAZ AK820, but it will boot straight into the RGB. I'm going to be doing a custom water-cooled loop. I'm not excited for it. I know it's going to turn out really cool, but I don't know. I think custom water-cooled loops are just kind of pointless. But yeah, I'm going to be doing one just for looks, just to do it. Any how-to PCs, guys? Yeah, I have a lot of them on my channel. My most popular at 20,000 views is a 9800X3D 3080 build, cooled with an Arctic Liquid Freezer 3. That's probably my most popular long-form content on my channel. But I have this PC we're looking at for long-form content on my channel too. I was even debating on posting another video just talking about this build, going a little more in depth for you guys, because I still get a lot of questions about this build and everything about it. They are custom keep caps. What a beauty of a PC, thank you. Is this AMD or Intel? This is AMD, all AMD on this build, complete AMD build. I'm really loving the A750 4050 FPS with quality upscaling, optimized psycho ray trace cyberpunk. That's what's up. I love that. You should have a micro center videos on a budget. You should thousands of views. I should travel to a micro center. That'd be a fun video. Where did you get those keycaps? I really like them. I think I have the original box for them. They're from XVX. They're these. Yeah, that's what it says. Stitches. The PBT keycaps from XVX. There is a screen inside, yes. It's a gaming and like work content station. It has a 9800X3D in it. So it's definitely top tier. Welcome in, everyone. I'm using a MSI Mystic Light Center to control the RGB too. Nice, thank you, TK. Yeah, it looks pretty good. 7800X 3D is a really good price point right now. If you can get it for like 340. Expo can work with 4.6, yes. If I want more RGB for my PC, because do I need to get a high power watt for my power supply? No, you don't. You don't have to get a high wattage PSU. Each fan RGB is like 3.5 volts or something, like 3.6 or something. So 3 watts per fan, right? I have 13 fans, that's 36 watts. That is nothing. Yeah, that's 13 fans in this PC. Have a total of 36 watts for the fan and the RGB. $128 megabytes L3 cache is so good. Yeah, it is. 650 watt, good for a 5060. I don't know exactly. I haven't checked out a whole lot on the requirements for the 5060, but you can put your whole build into PC part picker and it tells you the full wattage at the bottom. So you could try that. Yeah, I kind of do want to redo my desk, guys. It feels like a little cramped, but I like it. It's the full desk right here. And then we got the nice fine Stream Deck, which we got set up. What is the best GPU? Best GPU, I don't know, it depends on your resolution. But I really like that. What's your thoughts on that Power Color Red Devil 5700 XT? 5700 XT, kind of outdated, I feel like now. I don't know if it could play like new AAA title games even at 1080. I mean, I'm sure it could play at 1080p pretty decent, but price to performance is not great. Like, yeah, there's a lot better price to performance options out right now. I mean, even like, I don't know, I think the 5060 probably beats it out by quite a bit, and it's only $299. And the same thing, 9060 XT 349, 16 gigabytes of VRAM, pretty insane. 850 watt, you'll be fine for a 650. Especially if you have an AMD CPU, you don't have crazy power draw for most AM4 and AM5 CPUs. Intel, way different story. But I think you'd be fine with a 650. Yeah, you guys, here any minutes, I will, I'll be making a video on the 9060 XT. Just a little short, probably. Welcome in, welcome in. i5-14 400F good? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's some crazy good sales on AM4 right now. What parts are in your Dream PC or Ultimate build? Right here, this is a 9070 XT 9800X 3D. This is more than what I need. I would say this is my Dream PC right here. I run in a 13900K, 128 gigabytes of DDR5. Nice. Yeah, if you're using that PC for like work or for your job, I bet it's amazing. But for gaming, it's, I wouldn't say, I say it's a bit, you know, not super dialed for gaming, but super dialed for work. LGA 1700 motherboard, nice. I would probably, a lot of the times I recommend people scrap their whole system, sell it on Marketplace, start fresh on AM5. Worst GPU ever? I'd probably say the 4060 Ti, price to performance, being like marketed as a 1440 GPU, but it's definitely a 1080p GPU. That was just, I think that was kind of embarrassing for NVIDIA. There's probably like worse options though that are super old that came out that were just horrid. Like what, a 3050? I don't know, something like that. Rate my PC 9800X3D 5090. I'd rate it like a 6 out of 10. Probably a bit overkill for most people. Good thing I chose a 5060 Ti over a 4060. Yeah, 5060 Ti, 5070 Ti, pretty goated. Apparently they're pretty good for low profile build because low power and cooling needs. Yeah, I have a 1015 Intel Core i3 6th generation. That's what's up. Yeah, LG 1700 ain't bad, but yeah, I think instead of like upgrading, for most people, it's better to scrap your whole system, start fresh. Instead of trying to like make your system better and just run into bottlenecks on certain components and just, I don't know, it's just, I think it's smoother sailing when you just upgrade the whole thing. Favorite game for your PC? My favorite game right now is Deadlock. You're pro at Fortnite? No way. 120K earnings? Yo, that's insane, Xset. That's what's up. I'm proud of you. That's awesome. 5090 and i9? That's what's up. Yeah, probably here soon. A lot of people with these crazy new GPUs will actually be able to use them to like earn money and do lots of crazy things with AI and crazy stuff. That where like the performance of that GPUs will actually like be able to be utilized to make you guys money in the near future, which is going to be super exciting. Yeah, a lot of us PC gamers here soon. We're almost there with crazy stuff, like being able to make our own own shows within like just a prompt, right? That'd be crazy. My friend said he has the RTX Pro 6000. That's cool. Opinion on people in pre-builds opting for stock cooler to save money. If you're on AM4 and AM5, stock cooler does fine. I don't know about, I mean, there's some Intel CPUs that do fine with a stock cooler, but yeah, for most of the CPUs, not all of them, but definitely for most of them. When you do flight semi run 9 screens at once, yo, that's crazy, Buck. That's too many. It's too many, Buck. So you guys, we're almost done with all these wall panels over here. Check it out, you guys. I have had these out before, and like I said, I didn't really like them, but we're gonna throw them back up. See how it looks. Is the Ryzen 5 5600X and 7600 a good combo? Yeah, it's a great combo. You could play great 1080p, stream, create content, video edit, and then even play pretty good 1440p if you want a 1440p monitor. Do you favor performance or aesthetics? I love a balance. I think there's a nice, like, sweet spot for people. When it comes to performance and aesthetics, like you don't want something ugly nowadays. I think back in the day, having like an ugly PC was totally fine. But I think people overdo it with performance, right? Like not everyone, like even myself, just to have like the best stuff and make the best content for you guys, like a 9070 XT is overkill for me. Way too overkill. Like my sweet spot's probably a 3060. And I do a lot more than what I think people do on most of their systems. So yeah, I think there's like, performance kind of stops at some point for me because not everyone uses the performance of a 5090. Not everyone uses the performance of a like 9800 X3D or 9950 X3D. Like even if someone has that system, they aren't gonna use it to its potential. So when it comes to like looks and performance, I think, if you overdo your performance, I think that's more embarrassing and more of like you know, a waste of money than wasting money on like cool RGB components, right? Because like a lot of RGB stuff and making a PC look all cool doesn't cost like $2,000 like a brand new GPU. It could probably cost you anywhere from like 100 to 150 to add a crazy amount of RGB to your PC build. But yeah, like buying a $2,000 PC and then using the performance, or like a $2,000 GPU and using the same like capabilities a $500 GPU could do, I think that's what 90% of the people who have a 5090 and 5080 are doing, right? So they're using, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but yeah, like they're only using 10% of their GPU's power capabilities. Even if they're getting high FPS numbers, that doesn't really benefit them or give them any ROI, any return on investment in terms of how much fun they're having, because they could have the same amount of fun on a 3060 as a 5090. No skips, no stutters, high FPS, all that stuff. So yeah, I think in terms of, you know, looks and performance, I wouldn't overdo your performance. And I think that is a common trend nowadays, and like you know, people are tricking people into thinking they need a better system than what they actually do. And you know, I've had quite a few different PCs. I've had gaming PCs for a while, and you know, after you have one for a minute, I mean, lots of my friends who are even on like 2070s, they realize like, this is enough for me. I don't need all this, you know, propaganda to like buy a new system. They can play all the games they want on their 2070 Super. They can play anything. They can do anything they need to. They can play new AAA titles. They get all the FPS they need, and they kick my ass in lots of the games I play with them. And my PC is like $2,000 more than them. And they do more than what I do on their like $300 PC. Vengeance Edits, what's up, yo? I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, it makes sense. I know a guy who thinks he's I think he said a 4090 for 1080p. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, if you have a lot of fun off your 4090 at 4K, your ROI is good, right? Your return on investment for how much fun you have is good if you're a 4K gaming, you know. It's all personal preference, but I think there's a fine line between when people overdo it in both aspects. Would you rather a trash PC and good monitor, a trash monitor and good PC? I'd probably go for good monitor and trash PC, because I don't really freak out in like multiplayer games and FPS games. I'm never really like smashing my mouse against my keyboard or raging. I really just get on the game to like de-stress and have fun. Sometimes in my Discord, I often leave my Discord because of a lot of the people are super negative when they're gaming and getting mad and stuff. Yeah, when I get on the game, it's only to de-stress and have fun. I'm not super competitive. I do play competitive games, but I don't get mad if I lose. 3050 or 5060? 5060, oh my gosh. What's the case on the thumbnail? This is the Fantex Evolve X2. Uh, 5060 Ti good with the i5. W Answer, thank you, Skaze. Skaze Plays, that's what's up, that's a funny name. I'm not sure, Buzzzone. I think i5 14th gen? Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be a great combo. Hey bro, you build on the wall this thing you're holding? I will, I'll put it on the wall. Valorant or CSGO? CSGO, yo. I'm actually gonna slide these into the very end here. As you guys can see, that side piece needs to be filled. 3060 versus 5060, 5060. People get crazy, mad gaming sometimes, LOL. Yeah, right? Yeah, not me. I mean, I do care about winning and losing, but it's like, my day is stressful enough when I hop on to game. I don't want to hear like my friends bitch and like people bitch while we're gaming and get mad at each other because, you know, they didn't hold that corner or they didn't kill that guy. Like, I'd rather like laugh and make jokes and have fun while I game. But I also do have a Discord, you guys. I haven't added my Discord to my link tree in my bio here on YouTube, but I will do that for you guys. Have you ever had a PC or PC part fail on you? Only Asus motherboards, actually, in the last like 20 builds I've done. I've only had Asus motherboards fail on me. Every other build I've done, every other build I've sold, every customer I've had in the 2 years of my building, I haven't had a single part fail. So yeah, 2 years of building through my LLC. I haven't even had to do, I've done PC cleanings. But yeah, I haven't had any of my customers come back to me with problems yet, so. 9070 XT or 5080? 9070 XT, even though the price point's pretty bad, if you undervolt it, same performance as a 5080. And I'm assuming a 5080 is still quite expensive. If you had $1,000 to spend, how much would you spend between a gaming setup like a PC and peripherals? I don't know, depending, like the games right now, and everything being able to play a lot, I would spend at least $700 on the PC. I would try to squeeze in, like I would get something used, a lot of used parts off Marketplace. Like, I saw like a 5950X for $150. I know you could squeeze that into a $700 build, and then I'd opt for like a 7600, maybe get that down to like $250. I think you could build that for like under 700 bucks. And then, nice, you know, I'd swing at 1440p monitor. Honestly, there's been some crazy good monitor deals I've seen recently. What is a CPU and GPU that go perfectly together? Gosh, if I was doing an AM5 build, I would do right now a 9060 XT 16 gigabyte and a 7600X. Or yeah, I would do that. That would be a perfect pair. It's super cheap. Crazy cheap. You're pairing a $349 GPU, 16 gigabytes of VRAM. Honestly, one of the best 1440p GPUs ever to come out, I think, price to performance. So yeah, I think that would be an insane combo. It's cheap. It's more than enough for what people need. 7600X, game, stream, content create, 4K edit, hours and hours of 4K editing while gaming, while multitasking. High FPS, 1440p, 7600X, 9060 XT, like that's gonna be an insane system. Like right now, building a PC is kind of like perfect. I found an Acer Predator 300 hertz, 24 inch that actually has good specs. It has RGB for less than 140. Yeah, damn, yeah, 300 hertz for under 140. Get out of here, yo, crazy, yo. That's insane. Yeah, I kind of want to get a high hertz monitor. I feel like that's the trend lately. Like, lots of people have been buying high hertz monitors. It's kind of been wild. Oh, I need to start this from the top. You are very knowledgeable on PCs? Not crazy knowledgeable. I think like, I know a bit about PCs. What I like to stay up to date with is just like prices on the market. Like honestly, I'm not the craziest tech nerd, but I do stay up to date on, you know, good parts, good components, new components, unique components. Like the fans I like to buy, $36 for a 3-pack. They can change from intake to exhaust with the flip of a switch. They have a 70 CFM rating. They have dual infinity mirrors. And I just like to get unique components, try out stuff for you guys. I appreciate you saying my PC knowledge is good, but I feel like mostly I try to do unique stuff on my channel that other content creators aren't doing to kind of show you guys a different perspective on PC components and not buy, you know, everything that's super mainstream. Nice, okay. No man, I swear in India, I found this monitor 15K rupees. Dollars, I mean, not like gonna get a PC very soon. I'm broke, LMAO. Well, monitors, you know, that's a huge part of, you know, how much you enjoy your experience. I do love curved monitors myself. Mainly wireless fans make me want to barf. What fans do you talk about? I'm talking about the Interstellar iCooler V3s. I always keep an extra box out with the little cableless controller they use at the end of each fan that hooks together. Like a Goga around the border of the sound panels. Yeah, I'll do that. I have a Gove light. I'm gonna switch over there, but this is the little reverse and intake switch you can do on the V3 Interstellar iCooler fans to change from intake to exhaust. Yep, these are the V3s. I have these actually inside of the Fantex build right here. So yeah, the Fantex build has these Interstellar iCooler V3s in white that you can change by just flipping the switch. So what does this? This flips from intake to exhaust. It hangs out at the end of each fan 3-pack. And yeah, you can change from intake to exhaust. One of the coolest features, and it's pretty wild that it's $36 for a 3-pack of those. Kind of blows my mind. Yo, that's sick. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. So yeah, like I was saying, I like to buy, you know, I like to find cool stuff, cool products. And of course, no one has heard about these fans because all anyone cares about is spending $60 too much on a 3-pack of fans than what you need to spend. I'm stoked I'm keeping up with all the questions, y'all. Do you use a CPU bracket like the one from Terminal Take? Do you use a CPU bracket like the one? Oh yeah, I have in the past, but I don't really do anymore. Fans aren't available in the UK. Damn, TK, sorry about that. Yeah, the Interstellar iCooler V3s. We use the V2s, V3s. I like them both a lot. The V2s are silent, which is probably the coolest part about them. They don't look crazy cool. I'd say they look more similar to the Lian Li Unifans, but what's awesome about them is they are completely silent. Like, it's crazy impressive. It'd be cool to start making videos on like sound decibels for you guys. I could do something like that. Best fast food price? I go to this place called Life and Time. They give you like, I swear, like more than a pound of elk chili fries for $6.50. Is that 3070 or 5080? What are you saying? RTX 3070 or 5060? That's tough. I don't know. I'd probably go for 5060 just because it's a safer bet for newer titles, new games. I don't know if they could lose in raw FPS in some scenarios, possibly, but I think in the long run, you're gonna be able to play and have a smoother experience getting a 5060 for just new titles, newer games. If you're getting a used 3070 for a crazy deal, do that. But I think in terms of future-proofing, a 5060 is a better choice. Your lav mic is insane. What brand? My girlfriend just got it for me. I'm stoked you guys like it too. It's called Fukiho. Of course, TK. Yeah, no, I'm stoked to hear you guys like this mic. Raw performance or performance via DLSS or ray tracing? Raw performance. I think you can use DLSS, but anything with a latency over 50 milliseconds is absolutely unbearable for me. I think even 30 milliseconds is too much for me. So when you turn on a lot of like DLSS, depending on how much you upscale, your input latency skyrockets. And like literally at 30 milliseconds of latency, if you're playing an FPS game, like you want to be under 10. Like you want to be so low. If you're playing an FPS game, yeah, you're not going to have a fun time. If you're playing a single player game, 50 is the limit for latency in milliseconds. For me, that's when I feel like it's noticeable. What was my first PC specs? Oh gosh, you're really making me think back here. I think it was a used one with like a, I want to say a 1060. I never used DSLS, and yeah, I never use it either. Lianli 216 versus Lianli 217. What are your thoughts on these cases? I haven't seen them actually. I'm not the biggest fan of Lianli. So you have a laptop, is it okay to use 10 hours with plug-in and is repair or not? Yeah, it's totally fine. Just watch your temps. But yeah, like use your system. Even if it gets hot, you're not gonna be like degrading its lifespan substantially. But if it's like thermal throttling, then stop using it. But yeah, I would only even be watching your temps if you have like stuttering issues too. I think a lot of people get a little too obsessed with watching their temps. It's only really necessary once you feel like your system is getting bogged down by something, because besides that, your temps should always be pretty smooth. Thanks, of course. I'm a beginner for gaming. What's up? What do you think about the new Lianli O11 Mini V2? O11D Mini V2. I haven't actually seen that either. I think I've seen the O11 Mini Compact, but the Evo. If you're talking about the Evo, I haven't seen it. We're all familiar with upscaling, but what do you think about frame gen software like Intel's up and coming one? I'm not sure. It depends on the latency. If it has low latency, that's amazing. Team headphones or team earbuds or team IAMs. Honestly, I'm more towards it because it's the best audio you can get in spatial audio too. I'm not super competitive when I game anymore, but I would do IAMs, but I don't know. I like to play on like speakers sometimes. If I'm playing single player game, I don't even have headphones in. So I like nice speakers also. Comes out in July. I'll check it out. I will check it out, yo. Oh yeah. Yeah, the D is pretty cool, but honestly, I don't know, I'd rather just have a case that's lifted off the desk. Because they just have it like low profile on the desk and then they have those fans tilted up. What would be your dream PC build? Money is not an object. Probably the one I have over at my personal desk. I'd say this is like, yeah, this is more than what I need right here. Say this is cream of the crop for me right here, yo. DLSS, but FSR ain't bad. I think I will use my build this year. First PC ever switching from Nintendo Switch. Oh, you're gonna be excited. Oh shit. Yeah, what's my specs? 9070 XT, 9800 X3D. Best PC case for a low budget build, probably the Montech King 65 Pro or this Musitex case I used. Yeah, either one. You think the 9060 XT is good? Yeah, I'm just about to make a video on how it's good. I need to do that any minute here. But yeah, it's great. Just came out today. I just bought one today. What is your opinion on the GT710? Is it still in production? No, I don't think it's in production still. I think it will do the 9070 XT and also 7600 X3D for Micro Center. That would be super cool. Yeah, 9070 XT prices aren't amazing, but if you can find a good price on a bundle, I feel like the 9070 XT prices like in the bundle are pretty close to MSRP. So you just gotta find it in a bundle. How much does your PC build cost? It costs about $2,200. Sheesh. Yeah, it was a bit. Yo, if you could have one good gaming laptop for games like Elden Ring, Valorant, Fortnite, etc., what would it be? Under $1,000? That's it? I don't know. Acer makes good ones. I'd probably just get some Acer. Some like 3060 Acer. Some Ryzen card. Yeah, I don't think their laptops are too bad, but I do absolutely love the Asus ROG Z13 Flow. Is that NVIDIA doesn't care about gamers anymore? Not really. They're all about AI. AI is just gonna like take over the world here soon. Yeah. They do make good stuff. I think Acer is all right in the laptop world. The nearest Micro Center for me is 3 hours away. I feel you, Violent. I think it's even farther for me. I found a really good 5080 for 950 pounds, and my whole build cost then less than 2,000 pounds? No way. 5080 for 950? No way. You're lying, yo. Are you able to get close up to the case? Yeah. What do you want to see? You want to go inside the PC case? What are you trying to look at here? No, it's the Zotac Solid one. I found a... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. That's an insane deal. You're wild if you're getting that. Sweet. So this is what the build looks like. With like low lighting, that's what it looks like. That's the top of the case. Yeah, we can change the RGB really to any pattern. This is one of my favorite patterns. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of fake listings on AliExpress. No doubt fake. But yeah, crazy this RGB pattern. I really like it. Such an interesting shape for the case. I love it. Yes, it is. It can be in the vertical position or the horizontal position. If we take a look over here, this is the case in the vertical position, or actually upside down. Subscribe. Let's go. Nightfall. What's your opinion on how NVIDIA basically stopped making gaming stuff to say being a gaming company? I don't know. They're still doing all right. I just think they like to exaggerate. And I don't know, they do a great job at making GPUs, stuff that doesn't break, which is pretty nice, you know, after you use it for a while. But I think they just need to stop exaggerating on like performance and stuff like that. not well, like exaggerating slash like misleading people. Like, it's not very good to be misleading, especially being a company that big. But yeah, this is the white version of that case, you guys. This is the upright position for the case. This is the exact same one as this PC case right here. So they are both the same. Hakam, you look familiar. What's up? What's up? Intel or AMD? What you mean, AMD? Case is beautiful. Thank you, Kira. Yeah, the black version turned out looking really good. Turned out looking quite amazing. They're focusing on, like they're focusing on AI too much. Right? No, yeah. For like way too much on AI. Some people like it though. I mean, soon we'll be able to make our own video games with AI, right? Jealous RN? Hello, Kira. How much for this black build was like 2,200 bucks. Love AMD. Yeah, everyone loves AMD right now, yo. Yeah, this thing was about 2,200. Yeah, if you saw the white version I did of this build, the all-white PC of this build was 1,500. But yeah, this one has a little more high-end parts, top-of-the-line parts. Yo, appreciate the likes, y'all. I'm bugging. Is this the case supposed to be like that? It looks cool as heck. It is. You can have it in either orientation. It's lifted off the desk here. This is the horizontal orientation, and this over here is the vertical one. Yeah, where it would be the fun if we had to do, say, a description of the game and wait for AI to make it, although it'd be good if we don't know the coding and have a good game idea. Yeah, right, AI, like, you can already do that with Canva AI, like, really easy. ChatGPT can definitely make games, but I was making some games on Canva. It was super easy to do, just simple stuff like Snake.io and stuff, but it's pretty fun. So it's a shame Be Quiet doesn't ship to South Africa. That is a shame. Yeah, I wonder why they don't. That's super lame. So yeah, you guys, little personal desk here. You would take white for 150. What am I recording on? This is my just my new iPhone, like the newest iPhone. But as you guys can tell, we are almost done with this wall here. We just got a couple more panels to put up, and then there's a new backdrop for my kind of recording station. 16 Pro Max, I think so. I think the biggest part about recording with iPhones and this iPhone is the lighting. They do a really bad job with lighting. Yo, appreciate the likes too, you guys. Someone's going crazy with the likes, and I appreciate that so much. But yeah, I'll be posting a video on the 9060 XT. I'm gonna go over a few key points. I think I'm gonna talk about the price point compared to the 5060 Ti. I'm gonna talk about the markups that we're currently seeing on Amazon. I'm gonna talk about, yeah, what else do I talk about? I'm gonna go for XKI Industry FF04 case. It would be so expensive. How would you rate the aesthetics? I actually don't know. The ZK Industry FF04. I've never seen it. Where's my favorite GPU? The Yeston Sakura is my favorite brand of GPUs. I think my favorite like GPU performance-wise right now. I don't know. Maybe the 9060 XT. It's pretty exciting. It's just like a 1440p card for $349, you guys. That's really good. Can I have your 9060 XT? It hasn't even, I just came out today, yo. I don't even live next to a Micro Center, but people probably at Micro Center already have theirs. You guys, I am almost out of subscribed. I will watch your vid when it releases. That's what's up, Kira. Can't 9070 XT do 4K? Yeah, I get 400 FPS playing Deadlock 4K on my 9070 XT. 400 FPS. 4K. Low settings, but I want high FPS in that game. Can compare to use 6800 XT? The 9060 XT beats it. It's better performance or similar performance to the 7700 XT. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to rip these apart because like 3M is stuck in there. Oh my gosh. 9060 is the same price as the 16 gigabyte. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the prices. They always do that. Yeah, I had to get mine for $369. $20 more than MSRP. Should people repaste their GPUs after like 6 years, after like 6 years, maybe longer on some? Like, yeah, only if it depends. It's just a lot of factors go into that. But I don't know, I think most GPUs should last like 6 years. Imagine this, you have to build 5, I love these SKAs. You're so funny with these scenarios, I love it. You have to build 5 PC for an esports group, like Valorant, CSGO, and your budget was like 5K, how do you spend it? I don't know, I'd squeeze in some X3D CPUs though. I wouldn't get very nice GPUs because if they're playing Valorant and CSGO, those are CPU bound games. So I'm gonna squeeze in probably like 5700 X3D, 5800 X3D for everyone. You could easily fit that actually in a $1,000 budget. So I don't know. Probably do 5800 X3D. I think you could do that. And then I'd pair all those with like a 7600. Do a little AMD action for the CPU and GPU. I got the 9060 XT 16 gigabyte. W answer? Appreciate that. SKAs? Yeah. CPU bound, you definitely want a stacked cache chip from AMD, and I think maybe with a sale, you could squeeze in 5800 X3D into a $1,000 PC. SKAs is starting an esports team and needs advice, right? Nah, SKAs just be like, just be vibing and bringing up the coolest scenarios. I love it. He's got a very creative brain. Or Ed. I'll go with Eddie. I like that. I think this backdrop's gonna look pretty decent, you guys. I low-key kind of like hated these wall panels for a little bit, but not having them at my like gaming desk, I think, is a key factor of whether I'm gonna like it or not. I think it's gonna look pretty good over here. I just gotta line everything up really well so we don't see any white gaps. And yeah. Live stream so much, how you interact with the chat so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to stay up with it. Even when I'm on TikTok, I talk super fast because I'll have like more like 200 to 300 people in my TikTok live streams. For my budget build, what should I get? 6600 with PSU or 268? Or should I get a 9060 XT for 300? Very violent, 9060 XT for 300? Get that, of course. I mean, most listings are 349, so if you can find it for 300, that's insane. 7600 X3D, love the Arctic cooler, Asus tough, screw that motherboard. 32 gigs of Vengeance, love it. 1 terabyte WD Black, yeah. 9070 XT, that's a good build, Nolan. Just scrap that motherboard and get MSI motherboard. Kira, you know how Kai does live streaming on Twitch and just post to Twitch live streaming a whole bunch of YouTube, so I would go streaming on Twitch. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, Nolan, switch that motherboard, and besides that, that's a perfect build. Yeah, oh, I feel that, SKAs. Or Eddie, that's what's up. All right, 2 more panels. 2 more panels to put on. I can't because of Micro Center bundle. Ah. Just look up a lot about that motherboard before you get it. I don't know. I feel like Gigabyte and Asus also hide really lame stuff within their motherboards, like not enough PCI lanes for the chipset. Like sometimes like there was a Gigabyte board, an AM5 board with, I shit you not, 4 CPU PCI lanes, you guys. And most CPUs use like 24 plus. So I don't know. Oh, we have to go from the top bottom on this, you guys. So we gotta move all these up. Backtrack already looking amazing, thank you. Best Buy is terrible for PC parts? Yeah. Is it bad? Asus is pretty bad. Man, I wish I lived in the US or something, bro. The PC builds in India are so overpriced and it's so trash. Ooh, yeah, that's no fun. It's no fun at all. Yeah, I bet it's really hard to get decent stuff. And I mean, what are the stores like even there? Are there any local stores that sell like good PC components or no? Lean Lee OLED Vision Compact, I like it. I just don't like how you have to have your radiator upside down, in my opinion. Still waiting on Intel VR? Ooh, I haven't even heard about Intel VR. Tell me about it. Yeah, what's that? Exactly. Eddie and I are like, yo, what? What did you just say? NVIDIA and AMD have VR ready cards. Yeah, Intel's gonna do that. That's crazy. So what would you do for a $1,500 budget USD and live near Micro Center? I would just try to get an MSI motherboard. I think your build is completely perfect. If like, I'm just sketched about Asus boards. I've had some fail on me. I've had weird issues. So I would look up that specific motherboard, see if anybody's had problems with it. And if you see anyone that has, I wouldn't get it. I'm such a big fan of VR. I want to get a VR headset for my birthday in July. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, VR is super fun. My first time putting on a VR headset, it was more intense than I thought. Like, I'm like, oh, I feel like this is gonna be pretty cool. But when I put on an Oculus, like, I think I'd used some shitty VRs before that, but like Oculus, like, I don't even know if that's the best one, but I was like, wow, this is pretty surreal. My first time was playing PlayStation VR, gave me a headache, made me dizzy, and then my eyes hurt. Oh, LOL. Bro, the best VR headset currently, Big Screen Beyond 2, is like $3,000 though. Oh my god. Yeah, Oculus I was impressed with for a standalone headset. Where I live, there's barely any PC stores, and my two options are Walmart and Best Buy, and you know how they're... Yeah, I mean, Walmart kind of has some crazy cops. I know some people who got a 5070 for like $500 at Walmart, like 505, I think it was. I love how we went from PC chat to VR chat. Yeah. Hey, it's like the same thing, same realm. All right, you guys, we're done. We're done with all the black panels at least. Let me give you guys the lowdown, show you kind of what it looks like. So yeah, I did have two different patterns I went with. Like I just added this one in, and then on the side to kind of fill the gap. Thank you, Violent. Sheesh. So yeah, hopefully from like this angle, I'm gonna be able to record some nice content for you guys. I have a bunch of different wall panels. We have these white ones I think I'm gonna put on this wall. And then I also have some wood ones that I might wanna put up. But I think we're just gonna go with the white. Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, I had all these panels right here. And then I just felt like for like the gaming setup, it just became way overused. But I think as like a PC backdrop for like money shots of my builds with, I'm actually gonna be putting up these Gove lights for like some ambient lighting. So these are gonna be really exciting too. But yeah, I thank you guys, I appreciate it. Good thing you left some space between the wall panels and the walls so you can add the LEDs. Yes, I'll probably do that. You should order a custom LED with your name. It's cheap and sick. Yeah, I should get Dream Build like right up top. Ooh, you're so right, Eddie. Yo, you gotta remind me to do that if I don't have it next stream. Where's the best place I could get cheap PC parts besides Micro Center? Like I was just saying, Walmart. Like Walmart, I've seen some crazy listings at Walmart. I actually got my Be Quiet Light Base 600 for $129.99 from Walmart.com online. When the cheapest listing online was like on other places like was $159.99 for this PC case. And I got it for $129.99 from Walmart. You do a live stream, I'll remind you. If you didn't order it, I appreciate that so much, Eddie. Let's go. All right, you guys, I probably gonna be ending the stream. Fish tank case or regular PC case? Fish tank all the way. Like nowadays, I think the heat sinks are so big and the temps are so tamed on a lot of like PC components that you can go fish tank. Doesn't really matter. What about keeping the Asus motherboard and then once I get more money, switching to MSI Tomahawk? I don't think it's about doing the switch. I think it's about just like hoping you don't get a bricked motherboard or a motherboard that gives you issues. Or you know, when I built with two Asus boards recently, I kept getting a VGA light. I put the GPU into it, my MSI board, worked perfectly fine. So I would just be scared of getting a bad board from MSI. If the board works good, then you're golden. Like, yeah, there's like, I think the specs for it are pretty good. I just like MSI because they've never given me issues. Thing about Walmart is they place stuff in the wrong place, you get a big discount. Oh yeah, like my dad got a Quest 3 for $3,400 because they put it in the wrong place. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending it, you guys. I'm gonna be actually posting a video about the 9060 XT though. So don't stretch them out of it. This exam, I don't want to get 0 other way. LOL. But yeah, you have a good night, Eddie, and everyone else have a blessed day. I'm gonna be going live a ton more. And then I'll be posting more about this PC. I haven't really posted a whole lot of content about this one yet, so I'll be doing lots of stuff for this build. So everyone have a blessed day and peace.